Hey everyone, welcome into the Father-Son Football Fanatics podcast. We are now out of Florida, and we promised you a podcast of Florida, and there you go. But I'm your host, Kenny Combs, and yes, now we are out of Florida, So in today's show, we are going to be doing some Would You Rathers that the fans have given us, and we are also doing late round must-haves, which is a new segment that I really think you'll like. So stay tuned, and yeah, check it out.
Hey everyone, welcome in. We are glad you're here with us today. This is the Father-Son Football Fanatics podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Michael Combs. This is the other host, Caden Combs. And we are coming to you. Yes, we're back in Ohio, but
we were super busy in Florida, all right?
We were extremely busy.
And we filmed that movie in Florida, so you gotta go check that out on my channel, CC Mansky.
Yes, absolutely. It's a pretty cool little movie. 15 minutes long, so it doesn't take too much of your time, but a lot of creativity and things like that were put into it. So definitely go check that out. But we are back in Ohio. We had a little bit of an intro from Florida that you saw.
We can post that because I'd never post that.
No, it's already played. It's at the beginning of this.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, see, that's what the producers behind the scenes, that's what they do. They just orchestrate all that, pull all the strings, put all that together. So you've already seen it. We told you we would record from Florida. We had very little time to do so. Matter of fact, it was last minute when we were crossing the border back into Georgia coming north.
That was a few days ago. Did we film going into Georgia? Like, did I show the sign? Because I'm pretty sure I filmed. Did I show the sign? I think I did. I'm sorry. I think I did. All right.
This was the most unorganized part of the. Okay, yeah, you'll see it, but right. Check it out. But today on the show we've got some Would You Rathers that were submitted by our fans. Thank you for those, and also a couple others that we have, and then we also have a new segment that we are starting today.
Don't look at my cards.
And that segment is late round must-haves in your fantasy draft. So stay tuned for that. We'll get to that here in just a few minutes.
Sound check. Would you rather? So, would you rathers? We've done them a few times. It's one of our favorite segments on the show. But we have some new ones that came in from you guys, the fans that are watching right now. You know who you are, so comment down below who you are. We don't know who you are. Not just kidding.
I do know who they are, and I'm gonna mention them when it gets that time. But why don't you go ahead and give yours first?
All right. So for my would you rather, So I did draft pick wise. So like in a snake draft. Yeah. And I did, let's just say this is a snake draft.
Yeah, the two that we did are based on your fantasy football draft. So go ahead with yours.
But would you rather have the number one pick in the draft or the last pick in the draft? Like, so you got the number one or the 10th.
So in a 10-man league, you're either number 1 or number 10?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's tough.
I personally would have number 10. I just bumped my nose on this. I would personally have number 10 because you don't get as good as a player, but you get 2 back-to-back players. So you can have, let's say you get Alvin Kamara, and then you can get maybe like a really good wide receiver.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you.
But he's got the last pick in like every draft this year. I'm not kidding. He got the last pick, and he had pretty good teams. He won. Did you win the championship in Arlington? Yeah, you did. You beat.
You see that trophy back there? That is because I
did.
won.
You did. Right.
Yes. No,
See that ring? I won 2 years ago.
That is true. That is true. No, I like having the last pick in a snake draft because you get pick number 10 and 11. You get 2 back-to-back picks.
And first, you get first pick, and then a bad pick.
Pick like 20.
Yeah, you get the first pick, then you get pick 20.
So if you have number 10, you can pick. You don't get the Jonathan Taylors.
No, you don't.
You don't get that Cooper Kupp. You don't get those first couple guys. But you get a really good pick at number 10, and then you can stack up and get 2 really good receivers, 2 really good running backs, 1 of each.
Mm-hmm.
You can really kind of start to stack the picks there. So that's what I would prefer.
Me too.
Mine, in regards to the draft, my would you rather in the draft have to take your first 3 picks, 2 wide receivers and a tight end, or 2 running backs and a quarterback?
And your first 3 picks.
Your first 3 picks of the draft. Would you rather them be 2 wide receivers and a tight end, or 2 running backs and a quarterback?
Personally,
That's tough. While he's thinking,
I would say you go.
Make sure that you comment and let us know what you would do in this scenario.
I would personally rather have 2 wide receivers and a tight end.
2 wide receivers and a tight end?
Wide receivers get you more points than running backs, in my opinion, and tight ends are just tight ends.
You don't have to go in any particular order. So you could do wide receiver, tight end, wide receiver.
Or you could do tight end, wide receiver, wide receiver.
You could if you wanted to grab Kelsey.
I want to grab Kelsey, and then I'll
Andrews.
grab like T. Higgins maybe. No, T. Higgins is later rounds probably.
Yeah, a little bit later.
I would say.
I mean, second
Garrett
round.
Wilson.
Second round, you're going to have some good receivers left. You're going to still have probably Devontae Adams.
Probably Tyreek Hill.
Probably Tyreek Hill.
So I'd go Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill, Mike Evans. I say Mike Evans would probably be that.
Okay.
That's what I would do personally. What would you do?
It's tough because the thing about it is the tight end position and the quarterback position both can be punted down later in the draft, right? So if you don't get one of the top tight ends, you can just wait till round 10 and pick up one of the second tier guys who aren't as good.
Yeah.
Same with the quarterbacks. You can wait till round 10 or 12 and get a quarterback that's, Ryan Tannehill, maybe even Joe Burrow caliber player for fantasy. So it's a tough one, but I think I go wide receiver.
All right. So we got to get to the next would you rather because we're running out of time.
He's got me on the clock now. Okay. From our viewer, David Robinson.
I know what this one is. Can I say it? Because I memorized this one.
Sure, go ahead.
Would you rather have prime Tom Brady or prime Bill Belichick as a coach?
Yep.
I would say that I would go personally with sorry our dogs. I'd personally go with Tom Brady in his prime.
I would too. I would go Tom Brady.
I also commented on his comment.
Bill Belichick.
All right.
We don't know if he was good without Tom Brady, really.
Yeah, we don't.
So, I go Tom Brady. The other one, this is from David Combs.
Grampy. You're watching this, I know you are.
Would you rather have, and this is talking about a quarterback receiver stack. So you have the players from the same team. Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs, or Justin Herbert and Keenan Allen.
Oh, Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs.
I think I'd go Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs too.
I just feel like they have more chemistry.
Now, it's tricky because if you substitute Keenan Allen with Mike Williams, with Justin Herbert, that gets a little bit more interesting to me because he hasn't been consistently in the top 10 or 12 receivers for many years like Keenan Allen, but he has shown the ability to be number 1, number 2, number 3 guy.
Yes.
As far as wide receivers go. So that would be more interesting. But in that scenario, I go Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs.
Yes. So now are we going on to sorry, I have on my note card podcast Fathers on Football Facts. I was about to say that. But no.
Now we go on to
I don't know what it's called. I forget what it's called.
Oh my goodness. It is called the late round must-haves.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Oh gosh, don't knock the mic off.
So, late round must-haves. Late round must-haves. This is in your fantasy football draft. These are guys who are going to be round 8 or later in your draft that you'll be able to pick up
Now,
that are going to add value to your fantasy roster.
Might not be 8th round anymore, but they were last year and in that mock draft. You don't be looking
Okay.
at my card. You don't be looking at my card. My card is
So basically, we go by ADP, which is average draft position, and basically anyone at ADP 80 and higher is someone that would be eligible for this. So basically, they would be on average drafted in round 9 or later. So I'll start off. First one on my list is Russell Gage. Russell Gage.
He's not going to be that good, I don't think.
He-
Even without. But he doesn't have a quarterback.
No, Russell Gage. Listen,
They got a quarterback now.
Russell Gage is on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He was specifically
Wait, what?
He was specifically recruited by Tom Brady. Tom Brady wanted them to go out and get him and bring him to the team. He's filling in that Chris Godwin role the first few weeks while Godwin is still healing. And then after that, he's filling in that Antonio Brown role that has been vacated. So Russell Gage, sought after by Tom Brady to come in and fill the roles of these receivers. I think Russell Gage is going to take a big leap forward, but you can get him in the late rounds. His average draft position is 120.
All right.
So you can get him in round 9, round 10, and I think he'll add a ton of value to your team.
Let me say mine.
Go ahead.
My first one is Hunter Renfrow. I don't know if he's going to be 8th round.
Hunter Renfrow does end up at number 83, so yes, he would be
All
considered
right,
late.
you go.
Oh, you done?
Yeah, you go.
Okay, my second one, Michael Gallup. He's also his average draft position, 117. He is going to require a little bit of a wait because of his injury. So you may have to wait a few weeks before you can put him
When did he get
in.
injured again?
He got injured late in the season last year.
But didn't he play in the playoffs?
I don't think
So.
I don't know. Maybe he got hurt in that game.
My number 2 is Robert Woods. Do you know what team he went to? Because I cannot think.
The
today.
Tennessee Titans.
So he's pairing up with Trayvon Burks. So they might be a good duo, but they need a quarterback with that. So
Tannehill. Ryan Tannehill.
No. I just remembered. If Tannehill is not good anymore, they got I forget his name.
Malik Willis.
Malik Willis. I can't think today.
Now, one that was in this category that was tempting to take with my third pick, I did not take him with my third pick, but it was tempting, was DeAndre Hopkins.
Really?
DeAndre Hopkins, you have to wait too long for him to play. It just doesn't make sense for me to take him, unless you're getting him way late, but probably not. So my third pick is Tim Patrick. New quarterback, new system. He's built like, similar to DK Metcalf. I think he could be one of Russell's go-tos.
I do not, because they have Jerry Jeudy that just got out of jail, and he's got stronger probably because he worked out probably in the jail.
Maybe.
And then they have
Who's yours?
Jarvis Landry.
Jarvis. I knew you were going to pick Jarvis Landry. I knew it.
I psyched you out.
He was in his top 10.
He was in my top 10.
So I knew it.
Why wouldn't I pick
knew
him?
it.
Why would
no.
I not pick him?
Great list. I like them. I like my list. I think they're going to be some sneaky picks, late round picks that will be valuable. So that's the whole point of the segment.
And that is going to be it for this podcast/show. If you guys did enjoy this podcast/show, please like, subscribe, turn on post notifications. It helps us out a lot.
And if you liked any of our new decor on the set, we got a little bit. We also got some new equipment, new microphones. So give us a thumbs up. Let us know you liked it. And
subscribe.
We would definitely love for some more Would You Rathers. So fans submitting Would You Rathers. We would love to use them.
And if you are subscribed to this channel, you need to go subscribe to my channel if you're not already, because I'm posting 2 videos a week starting, I would say probably next week. So stay tuned for those on my channel.
Absolutely. And that is out. That is it.
That is out. We are out.
That is it. We are out. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate you. We'll see you next time.
Bye. All right. Let's do this really quick. Unplug. Let's just keep.
Stop recording.